Chapter 25. Elite Illuminati Beliefs. They use their bloodlines to inflict upon the human mind the blueprint of human control that we call religion. This is a quote by David Icke, ex-Illuminati member. Valley said the following about their belief systems: they practice a form of faith known as enlightenment. It is luciferian, and they teach their followers that their roots go back to the ancient mystery religions of Babylon, Egypt and Celtic Druidism. They have taken what they consider to be the best of each, the foundational practices, and joined them together into a strongly occult discipline. Many groups at the local level worship ancient deities such as El, Baal and Ashtot, as well as Isis and Osiris and Set. This said, the leadership councils at times scoff at the more primitive practices of the anarchistic, or lower levels. I remember when I was on the council in San Diego, they called the high priests and priestesses the slicers and dicers that kept the lower levels happy. This is not to offend anyone, it only shows that at the leadership levels, they often believe they are more scientifically and cognitively driven, but they still practice the principles of enlightenment. There are 12 steps to this, known as the 12 steps of discipline. They also teach traveling the astral planes, time travel and other metaphysical phenomena. I saw things that I cannot rationally explain, things that frightened me. But I can only say that it could be a combination of cult mind control, drug inductions, hypnosis and some true demonic activity. I do know that these people teach and practice evil. At the higher levels, the group is no longer people in robes chanting in front of bonfires. Leadership councils have administrators who handle finances. The leadership levels include businessmen, bankers, and local community leaders. They are intelligent, well-educated and are active in their churches. Above the local leadership councils are the regional councils who give dictates to the groups below them, help to form policies and agendas for each region, and who interact with the local leadership councils. At the national level, they are extremely wealthy people who finance these goals and interact with the leaders of other countries. The Illuminati are international, secret, by all means. The first thing a child learns from family, or the order as they are called, is the first rule of the order is secrecy. This is why you don't hear from more survivors that get out. The lengths that this group goes to terrify its members into not disclosing, is unbelievable. Try being buried in a wooden box as a 4-year-old for a period of time, and then when the lid is lifted being told, if you ever tell, we will put you back in forever. I was that child, and I'm breaking the vow because I don't want any other children to go through what I did or have seen done to others. The Illuminati are present in every major metropolitan center in the US. They have divided the US up into 7 regions, each with a regional council over it, with the heads of the local council reporting to them. They meet once every 2 months and on special occasions. They have excellent lawyers who are well paid to cover their tracks. There are people in the media, paid to help keep stories from coming out. I know of 3 people in San Diego who worked for the Union Tribune who were faithful Illuminists and who also wrote frequent articles attacking local therapists who worked with ritual abuse survivors. I remember the leadership boasting that they had run so and so out of town because of a media blitz. The Illuminati believe in controlling an area through its banks and finance institutions and local government and law. Children are encouraged to go to law school and medical school. Others are encouraged to go to journalism school, and members help to fund local papers. The bonfires of Halloween were originally called bonfires. Sacrificial victims were led through the streets of a village by masked Celtic priests, the Druids, who ceremonially offered the victims to Satan. This custom originated in Babylon, where the priests prayed to the symbolic deity, Nimrod. This is an excerpt from The Dark Night of the Soul, Halloween, Lampholder newsletter. J. Micah L. Thomas Hayes, in his book entitled The Rise of the New World Order, writes that the proponents of the planned New World Order have been worshipping King Nimrod for thousands of years. According to the Bible, King Nimrod was the great-grandson of Noah. King Nimrod is credited with establishing the first major civilization after the Great Flood. He was the first man to rule and have control over the entire world. According to Hayes, nearly all pagan religions trace their roots back to King Nimrod's Babylonian mystery religion, meaning that the religion's true meaning is hidden from the public, just as the Freemasons keep their secrets. King Nimrod's wife was named Queen Semiramis, who was allegedly his mother as well as a prostitute. When they died, Nimrod was deified as a sun god and Semiramis as a moon god. After Nimrod's death, his so-called mother-wife, Semiramis, propagated the evil doctrine of the survival of Nimrod as a spirit being. This is a quote by author David J. Stewart. Nimrod was a great-grandson of Noah. Nimrod became a mighty tyrant in the face of Jehovah. Much of the Babylonian worship was carried on through mysterious symbols. As the men went from Babylon, they took their occult worship and its various mystery symbols with them. This is a quote by author Ralph Woodrow. Nimrod was a mighty leader of the Babylonian people, and he persuaded them that he was a god who had come down to earth and as such, was to be worshipped. The Babylonian people worshipped him under a number of names such as Samas, Marduk, Merodach, Ninus, Bel, Baal, Attis. The list is practically endless. Nimrod, along with his wife, founded what the Bible refers to as Mystery Babylon, a pagan, false religious system that included worship of many gods and goddesses, fire, serpents, the sun and moon, and the planets. This is a quote by author J.R. Terrier. When Julius Caesar entered the British Isles, he was amazed to find that the Druids had adopted the complete Chaldean, Babylonian, system in almost its pure form. In these gruesome ceremonies, the bodies of victims were often eaten by the priests. This is a quote by author Carl R. Dillenbach. Manly P. Hall, in his Masonic book entitled The Secret Destiny of America, writes the following about King Nimrod. There exists in the world today, and has existed for thousands of years, a body of enlightened humans, united in what might be termed an order of the quest. It is composed of those whose intellectual and spiritual perceptions have revealed to them that civilization has a secret destiny. The outcome of this secret destiny is a world order ruled by a king with supernatural powers, Antichrist Nimrod. This king was descended of a divine race, that is, he belonged to the order of the Illuminati. For those who come to a state of wisdom then belong to a family of heroes, perfected human beings.